G'day on car tracks and welcome to a very busy Oulton Park, and as you can see and hear probably, there are many beautiful classic cars here. As today we are here for the CSCC meeting, the Classic Sports Car Club race meeting here at Oulton Park, which sees plenty of lovely cars like MGB GTs like this one here, complete with some very nice little glass lenses, and some slightly larger cars, Lotus Cortinas, Jaguar Mk1s, just saw an XK150 Jaguar as well over there. There's about 5 different racing series, so we'll be getting all sorts of great racing action over there from all these lovely classic sports cars. Another thing to notice, just behind me there is the Smallest Cog racing team, which is Spridget Hammond on TV, and they are doing a bit of filming here today. So hopefully we'll be seeing that one out. Of course, I don't know whether Hammond's driving or not today. I think it's like the son of the mechanic guys driving or something, so that'll be interesting to see. Among all of the other Morgan challenges here, there's the Mintex Classic K pre-66 racing cars. It's really going to be an action-packed day, so let's see.
Jaguars.
Yes, plenty of Jaguars. The Mike Hawthorn challenge will be racing today, which is very exciting because those sound fantastic. But I think first of all, we'll have a little look around the paddock, see what tiers we are here very, very early, and then go out onto the main straight to get some flyby shots for quali. As previously mentioned, one of the bigger racing series here today is the Morgan Challenge. These are some of the +8 cars with a Rover V8 complete with side pipes. Most of these are very quick cars, these. And we'll be seeing all of the cars here on show in the paddock racing later. I think the actual pit garages are nominated for these Morgan racing cars today. Just casually dumped in the car park here is this absolutely glorious Series 1 Jaguar E-Type Roadster. That's a road car. What isn't a road car? It's a race car. It's this wonderful Triumph TR6 complete with hardtop. That's got a 2.6 litre bored out Triumph straight 6 in it. Just over here is a wonderful Datsun 240Z. Dad saw this one in testing here yesterday on the wonderful gold wheels. I'm sure that makes a lovely sound. Same can be said for the 4-cylinder in this wonderful Mark 1 Lotus Cortina. Over here there's a whole championship for these things, the midgets and Spridgets, Austin Hooley Sprites. There's plenty of those here today. There's another green little Spridget over there as well. Just over here is a great little Austin A40 Farina. Looks to be a Mark 1 car. I don't see too many of these getting raced. Something tells me this one may be a little bit quicker than ours at home. Looks to be a Mark 2. I'm going to dash over here beyond these couple of lovely midgets, as the Mintex Classic K cars will soon be going out for their quali session. Over here is a Sunbeam Tiger, that is gorgeous. A lovely Triumph for test, that's got a 2.6 bored out engine in it as well. This absolutely glorious XK150 Jaguar. Wonderful painted wires, race prep, XK straight 6. That is absolutely beautiful. Here we have some of the sound testing going on, and these are the wonderful Jaguar Mk1s. 3.4 litre straight 6s in these. Just look at that, how gorgeous are these? And a whole grid of these will be going around later as well. Such amazing cars. Bit of sound testing going on. There's also a lovely Austin Healey complete with side pipes. Oh, that sounds tasty, that 106. Really lovely car there. I do love seeing these things getting sound tested. Absolutely beautiful car there. So many of these Jaguar Mk1s. Look at that. That is a gorgeous car. Whoa, look at those exhausts coming out the back there as well. Glorious XK straight 6 engine sound. Here is said Jaguar XK150. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, that sounds very fruity as well. All the cars are to be sound tested to make sure they're not too loud. There's also another Mark 1 just rolling in now with a gorgeous classic racing livery, complete with maybe a little Ginetta or something behind. So many Mark 1s here today. That is an absolutely glorious Mark 1 Jaguar in the Courier Cost Blue. You can see the little white stripe around the grille. That's a period racing livery on that one. That is a stunning car. Really love the look of that. And it's a great looking little MGB here in yellow, complete with side pipes. How great is that? Very noisy, that one as well. Some great sounding classic cars here today. Just away from the sound testing now, this is a wonderful MGC GT 3-litre C-Series BMC straight 6 in this one. That would also make a lovely noise. And yet another Series 1, in fact a Series 1.5 E-Type here, the 4.2 XK straight 6 in this one. Once again another road car. This one is not getting raced, but still absolutely glorious to see. What a beautiful car that is. Hiding over here is a wonderful Mark 1 Austin Healey Sprite, a frog-eyed car there. Glorious car here. Now this, I believe, is a Triumph TR4. This one has got a very cool streamlined period racing body on it. Still the original Triumph 4-cylinder. Very wide tyres on vintage racing spec tyres. Twin Webbers on there. Lovely 4-cylinder engine. So yeah, this is not your typical Triumph TR4. This one has a glorious special streamlined body on it. I've seen it once before. It's pretty much a one-off, that car. Also competing today, there will be many wonderful little Lotus Elans. This is a B-Reg car from probably around 1964, I think, being a B-Reg. Those must be some of the most fun cars to drive in the world. These handle absolutely fantastically, complete with its Lotus Classic Racing trailer. That's a fantastic little car there. Moving on to another one of the championships here. Now there is also a championship for these wonderful, slightly more modern classic Jaguar XKs, XJs and all sorts. There's an XK8 here, an XJ, an X300 shape of car there, so I think that is a 6-cylinder. There's an XJ40 here as well, complete with another XJ40. It's quite rare to see these cars getting raced actually, but these do sound fantastic. Bit of work going on the front bumper of this XJ40. And there's another similarly liveried XJ40 over here as well. These make a fantastic sound. I think we'll get a little peek at the interior of this one. And the beautiful 6-cylinder engine up front. What an engine that is. Honda Integra on the back of this trailer. And at the moment the midgets and Spridgets are all going around setting their qualifying laps. Of course qualifying is good to watch because it's when the cars are at their fastest, but we'll be seeing all the racing action as well later on. But here is the Mintex Classic K and Mike Hawthorn Jaguar Challenge. As you can see, the assembly arena is absolutely bursting with glorious classic racing cars, most of these being pre-66. So many beautiful Mark 1 Jaguars, Austin Healeys, Triumph TR4s. There's actually a glorious TVR Griffith up front there. That green one there, that's got a beautiful V8 engine, sounds glorious. Some of these cars we've seen last year, but we haven't actually seen these Mike Hawthorn Jaguars racing before. Nor have we seen the more modern Jaguars, the V12 XJSs, etc. What an amazing turnout here. And all these will sound absolutely glorious. You've got to love classic racing cars. If you are enjoying this video, or really like as much as I do any of the beautiful classic racing cars here, please do let me know in the comments below. There really is just so much here at the CSCC meeting at Oulton Park. Another lovely Lotus Cortina Mark 1 there, several minis as well. And the highlight for me has to be all these wonderful Mark 1 Jaguars. There's Triumph TR4 there, another Lotus Cortina just rolling in. Another great looking little Lotus Elan, more Mark 1 Jaguars, and this is this absolutely glorious TVR Griffith, really short wheelbase car which is very leery with such a huge V8. That is absolutely incredible to watch that car. And at the front, another lovely little Lotus Elan. Several MGBs also racing today. There's the glorious XK150 Jaguar. I'm sure that'll be one to watch. Many more Mk1s. Lovely little Triumph TR4 here. That looks really nice and dark blue. Little Ginetta over there. That's quite a rare little car. There's a Lotus Cortina just behind that. Here's the TR4. A couple more Mk1 Jaguars and a little MGB on the end. A few of the Morgan +8 cars are starting to line up to go into the assembly area. Another lovely little MG Midget or Austin Healey Sprite. There's the lovely little Frog Eye. And just over there in that garage is a 64 roughly MG Midget race car as well. There's a few more cars moving around. It's great to see these cars out and about in the paddock, as well as they'll be on the track later on today. All these beautiful classic race cars together is such a sight to see. I spy something in this end garage, and it is a wonderful little Austin Healey Sprite with a very unique body on this one. Very cool fastback GT body on this one. Yeah, that's a really cool looking little classic racer there. I think soon the Mintex Classic K cars and the Mk1 Jaguars for the Mike Hawthorn Challenge will be going out for their quali session, so I'll make sure to get a few clips of those as they enter the Oulton Park circuit. Lots of the cars here lining up for scrutineering. This is where the cars have to be checked to make sure they're all legal and everything. One highlight of this section has to be this absolutely incredible Talbot Sunbeam. That's an incredibly quick car. But now I'm going to head out onto the track to get some of the Mk1 Jaguars and more cars driving around the circuit. Although, let's have a look at this. A Series 1 Jaguar race car here. Daimler Sovereign Series 1, 4.2 straight 6 in this one. Probably bored out a little bit. That's one of the most interesting racing cars here. Glorious DB4 Aston Martin race car in there. That'd be a treat to see that one out and about later. are now on the main pit straight for qualifying of the Mintex Classic K and Mike Hawthorn Jaguar Challenge. Those Elans are rapid. We're at pretty much one of the fastest points of the circuit here, and I've got to say I'm loving every second I'm spending here. The CSCC is an absolutely brilliant event. So many gorgeous classic cars. Triumph TR4 is on the move. It's just absolutely brilliant to see these things getting driven in anger. Please do comment below if you agree, and do remember we will be seeing all these racing later on. We're in the Lodge Grandstand now, and here are the distinctive rumbles of the Morgan V8s, the Rover V8s in the Morgan Challenge cars. They are out for their qualifying session, which will be shortly followed by the Adams and Page Swinging 60s qualifying session. Now many of these do sound very special indeed. We are getting such a treat of glorious classic racing sounds today. So I think we'll get a few clips of these, and let's see what the Adams and Page Swinging 60s has to offer, because I think that is the one that the Smallest Cog Richard Hammond's team will be racing in. The Morgans have gone away, the quality times are set in stone for them, and now it is the turn of the not pre-60s, this is the Swinging 60s class. All sorts of lovely cars. Oh look, it's the DB4GT. Look at that, XK150, that's in the Jag series as well. Look at that look at that DB4GT. That XK150, pair of lovely cars there. Oh, a Sunbeam Tiger as well. So this is a Swinging 60s qualifying session now. All sorts of lovely 1960s classic racing cars. There's a little mini gem, mini based car that will be up That'll be towards the sharp end of the field. I remember seeing that racing last year. That's a super quick car. And there's Richard Hammond's Smallest Cog MGB GT. That is one good intake sound. There are plenty V12s and 6-cylinders on this grid. This is the MGZRs and the Jaguar Championship cars. Wow, these sound incredible. XJ8s, XJRs, all sorts of stuff here. First race of the day is just about to happen. We are on the green flag lap for the Spridget Championship, the MG Midgets and Austin Healey Sprites, which are all warming up their tyres on their first lap now. The grumbling A series engines in every car on this grid. We're here at Lodge Corner, the final corner, big braking zone to capture all the action I can for you. rear offside wheel of this MG midget has flew off. Sorry I didn't capture it very well, just caught the end of it. Or the rear right wheel you could say, which resulted in a dramatic spin.
Sadly, regulations, so there will be some cars that will take like this
and this is an Opel Commodore racing car. This is a left-hand drive 6th done the job here. One of the rarest cars here today probably, although it did seem to have a few little running issues, perhaps a fuel issues that seemed to keep conking out. That's a great looking period-esque livery on that, really love that. There's also a few Jaguars here. This is the sort of unofficial Jaguar paddock as the Morgan passes. Some of these XJSs were fantastic. It is currently the lunch break, and the Mintex Classic K cars and the Mike Hawthorn Challenge Jaguar Mk1s will be going out after. So we'll have a little look around the paddock and get a bite to eat. It's a hard day's filming today here at Oulton Park. We've got this wonderful Mark 1 Lotus Cortina in the red and gold livery, looking absolutely fantastic, as that is the winning MG midget. That one won the midget and Sprite race. Pretty extreme one there. Another pairing of Jaguars. That's actually a diesel powered XK350 and a lovely XK8 to an XKR. All sorts of preparations going on during the lunch break. But this is a car I don't see. A wonderful little Triumph Spitfire, complete with Ashley GT hardtop. Only the second one of these I've seen with an Ashley GT hardtop. There's a road car which has appeared on the channel quite a few times. There's also an Ashley GT hardtop, but this is a proper race. I haven't seen it out this morning, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll see this one out later. Looks like we are trying to fire up one of the Triumph TR4s. Gorgeous little Austin Speedwell Sprite. Probably the prettiest variant of the cars in the Midget and Austin Healey Sprite Championship there. Just along here is an S-Type R, I think, Jaguar. This one had an extremely loud supercharger. What it is off that one. There's a Triumph TR4 here. Another great little Frog Eye Sprite there. Now this is interesting. This was one of the swinging 60s cars, and this no is not like an A-Series powered Spridget or anything. This is a Fairthorpe, which is an extremely rare classic racing car. Fiberglass bodied, so it would actually be quite quick. Got side pipes on it as well. Yeah, the only Fairthorpe here today. Predictably the only one. That's a super rare little car there. Great looking little midget here as well. Fantastic in yellow. Another midget just leaving Parc Ferme after the race. And this is a fantastic little mini jam race car. This is basically a little mini, but with a gorgeous like GT body on it. This is a super entertaining car to see. It really sort of bounces around the corners. Yeah, great little mini jam. That's the only one of those here today as well. Lovely Lotus Elan. There's the XK150 and 4.2, so there's 1.5 E-Type Coupe we saw earlier. And there's a wonderful little Hillman Imp. This car was really getting thrown around the circuit earlier. And we had seen a Mark II pinky purple A40 earlier, but this is the only Series 1 or Mark 1 Austin A40 Farina here today, which must be quite a bit of fun to drive. Probably got a fairly upgraded A series in this one. Look, perhaps a swap 1275 or something, matched up to a single rubber car, but very cool. Here's one of the many MG ZRs. Haven't featured these much today as we're focusing on the older cars. I think this is a little FSM kit car or some form of like little special. I think it's an FSM. Side pipes again. There's another MG ZR. There's the Opel and a wonderful Mark 1 Lotus Cortina. We've seen that car quite a few times before. Let's see what else we can find. Beyond the MGZR, this is another one of the cars that is racing in the Spridget Midget Championship. And the great little midget. This has got quite an interesting front on this one. Very beautifully streamlined front on this. Yeah, really nice looking special there.
The car really, so it's but yeah, he's see that silver one there? Yeah, that's silver there.
There are a few of the Mk1 Jaguars parked up now because these were out on the track earlier. This is one of the many 3.4 engine Mk1 Jaguars. Lovely 3.4 XK straight 6 twin SU carbs. These do make a fantastic noise. These are all parked up in the paddock now. Everything's here is the lunch break. This is probably one of my favourite ones, the Mk1 Jags. These are all 3.4 cars, extremely modified. They do sound absolutely glorious. Just look at that. There's actually a couple of them here. How fantastic does that look? Beautiful, beautiful cars. This is actually one of my favourites, the sort of period racing-esque little sort of stripe around the front grille. Absolutely glorious car. This is exactly how they would have looked in period sliding around, and I cannot wait to see these on the limits. We'll probably go down to the old hall grandstand to watch these sliding around and competing for the top step on the podium later. Just over there's a lovely Elan and the absolutely insane TVR Griffith. Plenty more Mk1 Jaguars over here with their bonnets up. Got a triple SU carburetor set up on this one, some lovely trumpets matched up to those. That is an absolutely glorious engine bay there. Also triple SU carbs on this one. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful classic racing cars. They do make a fantastic sound. A couple of the slightly louder ones probably here. Another lovely pair of Mk1 Jaguars. Although having said that, this is actually a Mk2 Jaguar. You can see, actually compare the differences between the Mk1. We've got the much thinner pillars around the windows as you've got the Mk1. These have the much thicker pillars, a much earlier car, the Mk1. Mk1's largest engine was a 3.4 XK straight 6. As this has a 3.8 litre straight 6 in this Mk2 Jaguar, so a kind of later car here. I should really have identified that correctly, but apologies for that. Yeah, these are all fantastic together. Can't wait to see them all together on the grid. And there's one rumbling away there, making its lovely D-Type-esque sound. Of course, it's the same engine as the D-Types and C-Types of all Jaguar racing cars. Really do love the CSCC meeting today at Oulton Park circuit. So many beautiful classic racing cars. Another lovely Mk1 Lotus Cortina here, an iconic Lotus striped livery. And I haven't had a quick look at a Mini yet today. There's a couple of them driving today. There's a lovely blue MGB complete with hardtop, and here's a great looking Mk1 Mini. There's also this absolutely glorious 105 Series Alfa Romeo. I hadn't seen this one earlier. This will make a lovely sound. Alfa Romeo twin cam 4-cylinder up front in this. That's a gorgeous car, that. MGB Roadster over there. Oh, there's one of the Young Drive cars. Ah, it's not number 3. That was the one I was in. That's number 2. There's the MX-5 with a Mark IV parked next to us now. Few interesting cars in the public car park here. Perhaps one of the most interesting of which is this wonderful Mazda RX-7. It's a really coveted JDM car. Nice little lip spoiler on the back of there. Huge exhaust, of course, making that rotary brap wap idle sound. Little Morgan here. We've seen plenty of classic Morgans here today. And another wonderful Mark 1 MX-5. Great to see another one out and about today. And a lovely MGB Roadster complete with racing hardtop. Oh, I recognise this Rover from the last Jaguar Cars and Cafe meet. This thing is a proper sleeper. It's got like pretty much a race spec engine up front and it is so quick. I remember filming it leaving the Jaguar Car meet and its performance was insane. BMW Z4M as well rolling past. But yeah, that is a proper sleeper car. As you can see, we're at our fantastic vantage point at the Old Hall corner here at Oulton Park for the Mintex Classic A and Mike Hawthorn Jaguar Challenge. Plenty of Mark 1 Jags in this one, TL4s, Lotus Cortinas, that wonderful TVR Griffith, and we'll be getting all the action into turn 1 and onwards throughout this 40-minute race, which I absolutely cannot wait for. It is a great spot to watch this. There's the first of the Jaguars and Mark 1. I'm sure those will be great fun to watch going around. And yep, really looking forward to the classic racing action from the CSCC second race of the day.
Yes. Row 9, number 3, Sullivan in the Austin Mini, alongside Spridget in the Jaguar Mk1s. The Mini, but it gets away nonetheless. Now the horses get going for the Griffith, gets alongside, but has to break so much earlier than the Mini. So good. 10 minutes for 15 minutes. So that's when the pit lane will be open. So Johnson leads the red car. The Mini is still Johnson in the 49 has built up a 2.6 seconds. Still the indeed. Then the first of the 14 is number 30, that is John has been peddling minis for years and knows exactly nippy cars doing battle against other speed. Can he now chase off after? Whatever horses he can out of that Mini. The Griffith, very close to the nose of very starting in the back. How loud that engine is and what a beautiful purr it makes as now GSFR Mini boots and top down on the distance as some people might assume. Yes, hard. So cars that have to drive changeover and shut them. Showman was one of our front-running Jaguars, as out goes our 4 pit stoppers. Come in, I can see it is that's the Gladys, they call it driven car. Sometimes pit stops they don't necessarily have to rush. Coming top now, it's down to Chapman. Triumph Honda was causing issues, which was making me think that he was having trouble. No, he's still going well. Under my window, the number 25. Realising he's getting there a bit too quick. Well, indeed.
I think this is the most pedalled MGB I've seen in a while. That thing is flying around. The standard of driving here at the CSCC Mint XK race is absolutely stunning. Incredible to see all these race cars thrashed around this circuit. Here is your race leader, Lotus Elan. And the second place car is also a Lotus Elan. Tyre squeals from the gorgeous Mark 1 Jaguars are very common here at Oulton Park today. Here's the little GSM, not one of the fastest cars, but it is certainly its performance, which is limited, it's certainly being exploited as we see it flying around the corners. There's the little Janetta. And the Mark 1 Jaguar there. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying watching these wonderful classic race cars, look at this Mini through here. Look at that thing slide. It is such good fun here, and please let me know in the comments if you're enjoying watching this too. That TVR is glorious.
So a driver's left through what is the kind of the he's strong in me today. I can see the TVR. That's the north of the border. We have been to Knock Hill. Stragglers on the field. Mini. Oh, sorry, Chris. Running over the top. Now, that's given it to himself. They were fighting for minimal track space. Sullivan car.
And there goes your race winner, the wonderful Lotus Elan 1600. Second place is another Lotus Elan. What an incredible dominance by, that's not second, that Jaguar. Well, there it is, very lovely. Yeah, what a gap this is. Second place car still not here, still not here. I think that, isn't that the second place car? I'm still not sure that is. There's the MGB, that one has been really pedalled around like crazy. So that was the Mintex Classic K race here at the Oulton Park CSCC meeting. I certainly really enjoyed that one.
There is the 341 Mini.
And what an incredible performance from this Mini.
Second position.
Great slide in there. Morgans are out for their race now, the Morgan Challenge. Many +8s, a few V6 powered cars. Some of these have 400 brake horsepower per tonne, so these should be interesting.
Gets the cars rolling, make sure they're on the grass before we even got down to turn 1. As the 66 car, Thompson, almost went for it. Bigger engine, the small ones too. He's got his rear view mirrors absolutely full on Thompson and Logan. Now I did see the Thompson look like he was a slow start grass a little bit from his getaway. Morgan coming across the line. You hear him before you see him. Because of how loud the engine is. Over on the inside is the one car, that's Hill. Let's have a look at the inside line. Carrying up the momentum.
The Adams and Page Swinging 60s race start for this next classic car race is imminent. Oh, the wonderful race, some very quick classic cars rolling out now. Over 40 cars in this class, which is quite incredible. We can see them all coming out now. There's the little mini gem, God, I love that thing. Of course, this is the series in which the Smallest Cog MGB GT will be racing in. I believe they're in 35th or something. There's the gorgeous Aston Martin DB4GT. Yeah, the Smallest Cog MGB will be driven by Richard Hammond first at the start, the presenter himself, and then pit stop mid-race, it's a 40-minute race. Then Mr. Anthony Greenhouse will be taking over the driving duties. What an incredible lineup of cars we have here for the Swinging 60s. Some duplicates we've seen in the Classic K Championship, like that Healy that's just gone. Haven't seen that 105 Series Alfa Romeo. Very appropriate with a 105 number. There's the XK150, that was in the Mike Hawthorn. That Datsun 240Z is one to watch, that makes a fantastic noise. And out comes the Smallest Cog MGB GT with Richard Hammond at the wheel. And rounding out the grid, oh no, there's another frog guy, it's the Fairthorpe Electron Miner.
Now, who is going to be Graves on the brakes? You've got a Lotus and a Sunbeam Tiger on the front row. A very slow start for the number 18, losing position as they come down towards the first turn. Where he began, then it is Armstrong in that. classic game. Leading duo. No. Got trouble here. Outfits for the couple of Jaguar.
Great to see a Mk1 Austin A43 out and about. Apparently that one has a welded diff and the wonderful sounding 240Z. Richard Hammond is doing a good job in the Smallest Cog MGB at the moment before handing over to Mr. Greenhouse. Although it might get a little bit interesting, as it seems to be that a bit of rain is falling over the undulating Cheshire circuit that is Oulton Park. Oh, this could throw a bit of spanner into the mix. It is starting to rain here at Oulton Park. Starting to rain quite a bit, getting a bit wet now. Oh, this is going to make things exciting. The track is already starting to become greasy. Yep, it is definitely starting to rain here at Oulton Park. And that should be very exciting with these classic cars. It is suddenly raining quite a lot here at Oulton Park, and this is going to be making the track very slippy. These old cars with old tyres. Oh, we're getting a bit of a downpour here. I might even have to put my hood up. Sure, this will make things a bit exciting. Richard Hammond has delivered the cars into the pits, and now Mr. Greenhouse is off for his stint in the wet this time.
Seven ahead of it. So Chris, that minty flavour at 59. And some cars that have been out there in MG. Greenhouse has got traffic ahead of him, he needs to get past. 30 seconds penalty. That's a potential.
Next race now is the MG Trophy and Berkshire Jag Components Jaguar Championship. Thank you, Dad. So we've got all these MG ZRs. Haven't seen much of these today because I've been focusing on the older cars. But also in this field are these. Now that is a wonderful 6 litre V12 Jaguar XJS. I'm not surprised that's the fastest. That thing is absolutely insane. And what are these? S-Type R, another XJS. There's some great sounding cars here. XKRs and XK8s as well. Like that grey one there. XJs, X300 XJs, another XK8. That's a very, very noisy and raspy and great sounding in my opinion. X300. Many supercharger wines in this field. There's a Series 1 Daimler Sovereign in a Castrol livery. And there's a diesel powered X350, which puts out a little bit of smoke as you can see. And basically a grid full of wonderful old Jaguars, so I'm really looking forward to see what these can do.
Now the MGs get to run off ahead of the big cats, and then a few seconds later the flag will drop for the Jaguars to get underway. 4 wide on the way down towards the first turn. Whatsoever. Jaguars now released. As number 14 Jaguars just goes off the Jackson from Robinson, I think, and the number 92 Sergeant was second. Big lock up into the first. Now Dill being challenged by the MG pole sitter. Ross has now made his way past the number 88 as they're still on outside of 30. These are Jaguar 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Ross, and he's still hustling up and make the apexes of his holes. And clearly both drivers pushing on the leading trio, nose to tail, and just that light in the very good question indeed. I think the weather, but with the weather now traction, plate, and car 20. Now Ross has cleared off. Harvey is now joined the back of that pit. With only just from Robinson. Robinson coming in second, then from third. So they have been decided to bring a...
That's the MG and Jaguar race done. For some reason this MG has pulled over here. There was some really good racing with that. Another slight downpour of rain. But that 6 litre V12 XJS managed to hold on to the win. That really was a fantastic car. We have an MG being pushed back, an MG ZR. And next up in the assembly area, lining up are the Spridgets, the MG Midgets and the Austin Healey Sprites. We will watch their race as well.
MG's making Jaguar work number 6 for today. We return to our opening lineup for today for some more incredible racing action. Start with the number 6 was so slow on the line. We've got people on the grass. Oh my goodness, with a 311 car having to take to do some lawn-mowing to stay between the top two and the rest of the field. Then he slips in the number 1 car. Then it's 311 and Donald
Well, as you can see, the paddock is very different. People are starting to pack up their wonderful classic racing cars, of which we have seen many today. Lots of classic British sports cars, such as MG Midgets, Austin Healey Sprites, and some of the bigger stuff like Jaguar Mk1s, Triumph TR4s. There really has been so much. And then a few more modern cars, got the MG ZRs, and this is the wonderful 6-litre V12 Jaguar XJS racing car. This absolutely howled to victory in its race, and this was just an absolutely glorious sounding car. really tasty that. But I think I'll start wrapping up the video here. If you've enjoyed this, please do let me know in the comments below. And if you're not dashing off just yet after watching this, what was a very enjoyable for me video to record all of the classic racing action, then please check out the channel homepage for past uploads. Make sure to comment below what you thought and what your favourite car was. And I think I'm going to say bye for now. Thanks for watching.